Okay, hi everyone. It is July 29th, 2024. We have a lineup of three amazing ladies to share their stories, share how Juice Plus has impacted their life, their business, and pretty much just be real and raw with each of you. All three of these ladies are very special to me. I met them through Juice Plus, but they have become dear friends, and I learn something new from them every time I hear them speak. So I hope you all do as well tonight. So the first person um, is Ashley Hudson, and Ashley is a wife to Scott, a mama to two amazing kids, Ava and Luke. Um, she grew up an elite athlete playing competitively in multiple sports, but never understood. Uh-oh, I froze. Am I frozen on y'all's end?
You're doing great.
Okay, it froze on my side. Sorry. So Ashley grew up an elite athlete playing competitively in multiple sports, but never understood the power of whole food nutrition until about 10 years ago when she was introduced to Juice Plus. She is very passionate about helping others reclaim their health and empowering families with food first approach. She was able to retire at 33 years old to passionately pursue the mission of inspiring healthy living because Juice Plus gave her her life back.
Mm.
So welcome, Ashley. You are a light to so many people in this world.
Oh, thank you so much.
So before you get started, I have questions, really two questions for you to open and share everything with us.
Okay.
So we want to know what your life looked like before, right when you said yes to Juice Plus at first. And why did you feel like this was something you needed, your family needed? How has Juice Plus changed your life? And how did you get your life back because of Juice Plus?
Okay. Well, thank you so much for having me tonight. I'm so honored to be here. Haley, first of all, I just want to say thank you and how much I appreciate you recording this call. I think that this topic is so very important for such a time as this. And I love that you asked me where my life was at when I learned about Juice Plus, because if I can do anything on this call tonight, what I want to do is offer hope. So if you're someone who just feels stuck or lost or desperate or hopeless or even helpless when it comes to your health, I just want you to know you're not alone. And there is so much hope to be found in this community and this mission, this product, because that's my story. I would be so bold to say this business, this product, these people gave me my life back, because when I learned about Juice Plus 10 years ago, I was an avid CrossFitter. I was very much physically fit. You would have looked at me and thought that I was the picture of perfect health, when in fact I was dying inside. I was nutritionally starving. I was very much depleted, and I developed an eating disorder when I was 14 years old. It was primarily bulimia, and I struggled with that eating disorder for over 20 years. And you guys, that is a really long time to not be loving and respecting your body. And I honestly thought that I had done irreversible damage. But thankfully, around this time, I met a friend and she shared Juice Plus with me, and she invited me to a healthy living party. And I watched the Bridge the Gap video. So if you haven't watched that, it's a must. It was 8 different doctors. They talked about Juice Plus, how it was made, the quality of the product. The research was wildly impressive. And when you're someone who struggles with an eating disorder, food is your enemy. So fruits and vegetables and berries in a capsule and a meal that I could drink with the complete shakes, it was an absolute godsend. Now, because of my eating disorder, my health was a mess. So at this time, at the age of 33, y'all, when things are just supposed to be fun and fabulous, things were falling apart. My hair was coming out in globs. I was sick all the time. I had horrible seasonal allergies, which I kind of just chalked all that up as to being normal, because that's like the American story. I just don't know anybody that's not struggling with something. But when I didn't have a cycle for 3 years and I was told that I could not have children, that was so incredibly heavy to carry. And because it was self-inflicted, there was a lot of shame, embarrassment, everything encompassing that. So when my friend shared Juice Plus with me, she had no idea all of these demons that I was battling at the time, and she had no clue where my health was. And I'm so grateful to her that she did in that moment. So I said yes to Juice Plus. It made complete sense to me. It's fruits and vegetables. It's backed by research. I love the Children's Health Study, which even though I was told I could not have children, I was in circles of women with kids. And when I learned that kids could get this for free, I was like, hold, wait a minute. Like, where do I sign up for this? So I said yes to the product and the mission on the same day. It was only $52. Now it's 10. I mean, I spend 10 just walking out the door and breathing. So it's a deal. It's a steal, to be quite honest. But I had no expectations of what Juice Plus would do for me and my health because I was just very naive. I just knew it was good for me and I couldn't wait. But I'm here to tell you, within 2 months of being on Juice Plus, I started my menstrual cycle that I didn't have for 3 years. And that was a glimpse of hope for me that I had desperately needed to maybe, just maybe I could become a mom one day. So as you can see, this is my little one, Ava. She is 8 now, and she is a Juice Plus kid. She's a product of the product, and she's my little miracle girl. So a year being on Juice Plus, well, let me just say this, my health transformed completely. I had more energy. I was sleeping better. I was vibrant. I had vitality. I had youthful skin. My hair wasn't falling out. I felt good for the first time in a long time. And a year being on Juice Plus, we conceived our sweet Ava. And then a year after that, we conceived Luke. So I have 2 beautiful, healthy Juice Plus kids, you guys. They are abnormally healthy. They were the only 2 kids in their school 2 years ago that had perfect attendance. She'll tell you.
I was the only one in class that was not sick.
Yeah, we have a picture of her and the teacher with a selfie one day of school where all the kids were sick except for Ava. So here's the thing, like, I'm not a rock star mom. Like, I miss the mark. I fall short every single day. But these sweet kids have had stellar nutrition since utero, and Juice Plus was my prenatal nutrition. And I just believe every mom needs it. I believe every kid deserves it. I believe from heathen to vegan, from womb to tomb, if you can breathe, you need Juice Plus. And I will tell you this too. I have 2 very neurospicy children. So if you are someone who has a child that has ADD, ADHD, dyslexia, mine are both dyslexic, I learned that they inherited it from me. I have 4 pillars that is critical for these kids. And if one of these pillars is off, then these kids are off. So the omegas, the Juice Plus Complete, and the foundational nutrition of Juice Plus is just a game changer for these kids. If anybody wants that, I would be more than happy to give it to you. So to say the product has changed my life, you guys, would be an understatement. I just left my son's football game, and then to watch these kids like in their element, doing what they love and enjoy, like, it is such a gift to me. And I just think, what if that woman would have never shared Juice Plus with me? Like, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have these beautiful kids. I mean, I certainly wouldn't be where I am today. And then as far as the business goes, it made sense to me. I did leave my corporate career 2 months into it because for me, I just can't think of anything better to do, waking up to passion and purpose every single day of my life, being able to offer help to somebody, whether that be a friendship, whether that be an opportunity, whether that be a product. I don't know what it is. It's see a need, fill a need. That's kind of how I live my life. But I would tell you, it's been a financial blessing. My husband and I have paid off over 6 figures of debt. And I don't say that to be boastful, y'all. I'm a college dropout who struggled with addiction. I just say it because anybody can do this. And I love that I've never had to miss a moment with my kids. So my life has just been completely transformed. And I think what I'm most proud of is the woman that I've become in this 10-year process of journey of just growing as a human being. So I mean, 10 years and probably 7 minutes. I don't know how long I took, but I'm sorry if that was too long.
Okay.
You are amazing. I'm chills, want to cry. You are a rock star. And I've said that since day one. Like, you just bring light.
Thank you.
Thank you from my heart. Thank you, friend.
You're so welcome.
Touch so many. There's someone on this call tonight that needed to hear from you. And that makes my heart happy. Next we have Jenna Dziuk. She and I have been friends. We've known each other for years. Her husband and my husband are besties. Her husband was the best man in our wedding, actually. Jenna is a wife to Corey. She's a mama to a busy 2-year-old who is currently potty training. Ask her about his potty training while he eats broccoli. He's a she's a full-time pediatric speech therapist. She's very passionate about health, well-being of her family, and everyone around her. She is the one who actually introduced me to Juice Plus, and she's been consuming Juice Plus for about 2 years now. But you will be blown away to hear her story and the impact that Juice Plus has on her body and her family. So Jenna, I think Caroline is going to spotlight you for us.
Hey guys. Can you guys hear me?
So Jenna, yes, you're good.
Okay.
So we want to hear your story. So I know you started Juice Plus a year before your family started. And I believe your health changes is what you saw in yourself, which was then your turning point to get your family on and join the company. So can you kind of go on more about your story, family's journey, and baby William, his first year of life for us?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am a mom who has PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. And gosh, probably 8 or so years ago, I realized I wasn't having a cycle, and I then learned that that wasn't normal. And that's when I was told that having children would be very difficult for someone that doesn't have a cycle. When I looked back at my menstrual cycle health, I realized that I didn't have a normal cycle for going on 15 years. And when I started Juice Plus, I was 6 months postpartum. And of course, your body is just wackadoo of hormones. Everything is unbalanced. I was finally coming to terms that I was a mom with severe postpartum anxiety. And so fast forward a few months after starting Juice Plus, I realized that I had my first cycle, and without needing to be on birth control. And then the next cycle came 30 days later. Then the next cycle came 30 days later. And for the last year and a half, I have had a normal cycle every 30 days for the first time in 15 years. And through my reading, because I am a health guru, so I've started this healing journey many years ago. I've learned that about the gut-brain axis and the inflammation in our bodies, and whatever we're feeding our bodies directly impacts our brain and inflammation just throughout our entire body. And I truly believe that the research that Juice Plus has truly proves itself that it works. It helps reduce that inflammation in your body. And I actually had an ultrasound done to check on some things postpartum, and the gal that was doing my ultrasound was like, "Are you sure you have PCOS? Because we're not seeing any signs of it." I didn't have any of the follicles. If any woman on here has PCOS, you know that your ovaries are lined with all of these follicles, pearls, or whatever they call them, and I didn't have those. And I had them when I first got diagnosed 8 years ago. So that was pretty cool. And to know that my body's working the way that it should be working. And so within that time of me being on Juice Plus, that first year, my family and I were dealing with a lot of illness with our son in his first year of life. And I don't know why I didn't get him started on Juice Plus sooner, because it is just fruits and vegetables. Actually, I do know why. Our pediatrician said that he ate enough fruits and veggies and that he didn't need to supplement anymore. And that's not the case. We are supposed to be eating 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day. And while we are a family that cooks majority of our meals at home, we do not eat that every day. We don't. We have a toddler on our hands. Just sometimes he likes mango and sometimes he absolutely hates it. And we just don't get that number into our system every day. So I listened to our doctor and I didn't get him started on Juice Plus. And then came lots and lots of antibiotics. Every 2 weeks, we were fighting another illness respiratory infections, hand, foot, and mouth, strep throat, stomach bugs. My husband and I were missing tons of work. I had accumulated so many days off over the years of working for the company that I was working for. And I was down to one sick paid day left, and the year wasn't even over yet. And I was very surprised that I wasn't fired yet, because I was constantly calling into work or showing up late. And it was really, really hard. My husband and I were like passing ships in the night, just like, how on earth can someone have another child when all we are doing is trying to survive? And here I had other friends or friends of a friend who had Irish twins, which 11 months, like, you have 2 babies, and here I am, like, struggling. And I'm like, how do I get to that point? And so when William was hospitalized, that's when a light bulb went off. And I realized that we had tried every single antibiotic in the market. And then when we got home, Alexis got us all set up, and she had been sending me samples in the mail to give to William, because she knew about our health journey with him. And we came home, and I remember asking her, hey, is the Juice Plus shake safe for children? And she said, oh, absolutely. Like, we go through bags week by week in her house. So it was a day or two after we got discharged from the hospital, William had his first complete shake, and he has not gone a day without it. We traveled to Mexico last summer on a cruise ship. We packed the blender, packed the shakes. We are staying near Austin right now. So I have everything. We have a whole Juice Plus bag with us. We don't go a day without it. Yesterday morning at 6 a.m., he was asking for his dummies, which is his gummies. So we are a family that loves the product. And once we got him started on it consistently, after our first full month of him being on Juice Plus, we had our first month without any illness for the first time in 8 months. So that was huge for us. We are a family that still battles illnesses from time to time, but we're able to bounce back so much quicker.
Thank you. It's amazing.
welcome.
Your family. And not only that, you have impacted so many lives. For the people who don't know, we're from a very small community. There's not even a blinking light in our town. Like, it's very small. Our county is small, and it's amazing how many of us look to Jenna. Like, Jenna has changed so many lives in our county all across South Texas, and she has impacted so many lives. So thank you, Jenna. Love you.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Next up is Alexis Busselman. Most people probably know Alexis. I think she's pretty well known in the company and the business. But Alexis is our upline. For those who don't know Alexis, she is a wife and a mom to 4 young kids and a little baby on the way. She became passionate about prevention and nutrition when she was 18 years old. She was diagnosed with cancer, and that was a changing moment in her life. The desire to be healthier, especially during her pregnancies, has fueled her to educate her family and share with the community on how impactful our lifestyles truly are in our day-to-day lives. She has been consuming Juice Plus for 23 years, y'all. She started off on the Healthy Starts program, which she will touch on that. And she just has a unique perspective on how these products impact us generationally. So Alexis, you're in the spotlight now. So welcome. Yay. So like I was saying, these have been a part of your life since you were 13, correct?
Yes.
Am I right? Okay. So we would love to hear your experience with the Healthy Starts for Families program and why you chose to leave your corporate career. Again, another one retiring from corporate young, 6 years ago, to link arms with Juice Plus and become a partner, and how this has changed your life.
Absolutely. I'm excited to be here with you guys tonight. So our family got started on Juice Plus 23 years ago. My brother had been born with an infection and suffered through his entire childhood. Basically what Jenna had described her son's first year of life, that was my brother's first 10 years of life. And I was his older sister, and we had 2 younger sisters as well. And so when my mom learned about the benefits of whole food nutrition, she loved that Juice Plus was food and not a vitamin, and that even 23 years ago, there was a significant amount of research already out there about the products. She decided that it would be a good thing for our family to try. It was made possible for our family to do this through the Healthy Starts for Families program. So the Juice Plus company has a program that allows an adult who's consuming the products to be able to provide free Juice Plus for a child between the ages of 4 to 25. And that was how our family was able to afford Juice Plus. And so we got started on the products, and within that first few months, we saw so many different health changes, things that oftentimes we don't even realize that are wrong. We started to feel better. So we were all athletes, we were all swimmers. We started to see better recovery. We were not sick as long when we were getting sick. My brothers had suffered from both environmental allergies and food allergies. He started to see improvements in that. And we just knew that this was going to be a product that we took for life. And so it has seen me through many seasons. So junior high and high school, I was diagnosed with cancer just after high school, which was absolutely devastating as a Division I athlete who is ready to head off to school. But it was in that time that my eyes were really opened. And I really became a lot more passionate about nutrition and education. And I learned a lot through the journey that I was on with my cancer. And it kind of came full circle when I started having kids. So my daughter will be 10 this year, my oldest. And it was when we had her that people started asking, like, I'm really interested in what you guys do for your health, because your daughter's never been sick. She's never had an ear infection. She doesn't have eczema or allergies. And I was just shocked that so many parents were battling all these health issues constantly. It felt like it was a constant battle for so many of my very close friends. And again, like, I didn't really understand the impact that Juice Plus was having on our family up until I started sharing it with people. So the family that we nanny shared with, I shared the products. They actually had a nanny because their children were sick so much that they couldn't be like in a traditional daycare. They were our neighbor, so it was convenient for Kennedy to be able to go over there. But she just said, I don't understand how your child's here several times a week and never sick, but yet mine are constantly sick. And so she was the first person I shared the products with, and was blown away to hear about the health changes that her family saw in that first 4 months. And that story kind of continued. There was people who'd reached out about the Healthy Starts for Families program to get their kids product for free. I shared here and there, and the stories were just blowing me away. Also, each baby I had, I saw the impact that Juice Plus was having on my prenatal health, my baby's health. My doctors were commenting, my OBs were commenting on my labor and my delivery. And there was just no denying the impact that Juice Plus was having. And so I am so grateful that this is something that my mom got us started on years ago, because I've truly been able to see the generational impact that it's had in our family all these years. And so I was at kind of a turning place in my career. I wanted to have more babies. I wanted to be more present. And I started to learn more about the Juice Plus company and what this company stood for. And so many of the things that the Juice Plus company aligns with was exactly what I learned when I was doing research in my cancer treatment and in that season of my life. And I just felt so compelled to share what these products and the research that this company has done so that so many other people could be impacted. So I did leave my job and to be able to pursue this full time. I was really attracted to the fact that the company has a full health benefits package for people in leadership positions. And I felt like that was something that could really impact our family long term. So I am really blessed that this has been my 6th year in business with the Juice Plus company. And there's just truly so many different things, from my health aspect all the way to the business side, that has positively impacted our family. And so before I turn it over to Haley, I just want to share a couple things with you guys about the Juice Plus products, because as you guys heard us mention, that was part of each of our stories in a different way. If tonight's one of the first times you're hearing about Juice Plus, it is whole food nutrition, so fruits, vegetables, and berries. We have a plant-based omega that's been put into capsules or chewables. These products are certified by a third party, which is NSF, to guarantee that they're pure and clean. Everything from an infant at 6 months old who's starting on food up to someone who is, being tube fed and that fragile of a state is able to consume Juice Plus because of the purity of these products. And like I shared in my story, they're clinically researched. So if this is the first time you guys are hearing about it, I just encourage you to really dig in, and to learn as much as you can, because it's something that nobody is getting enough of in today's world, is fresh fruits and vegetables. And then I did mention that kids get it for free. So if there's a child in your life between the ages of 4 and 25, they're eligible to get their product at no cost, which I think is amazing. I'll tell you guys, the company has been doing this for over 20 years. They know how Juice Plus impacts families, but they also know that doing this program makes it affordable for families like mine was when we got started, to be able to get our entire family going. So I just want to encourage you guys to consider that as a gift, and really think about that as you move forward tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn it back over to Haley to close us out.
Thank you. Oh, there you go. Thank you so much. I love hearing your story over and over again. All 3 of you ladies, I learn something new from y'all every time y'all speak. So thank you all. Thank you 3 ladies for talking. Thank you, Carolyn, for running behind the scenes and spotlighting us. And thank you everyone for coming tonight. If you showed up tonight, I know that means your health, your family's health, and the impact it has on other people means something to you. And that is amazing. We are running short on time, but we are going to stop the recording here in just a second and then take questions for a few minutes. So I encourage you all, if you do have a question, stay on and we will answer your question shortly.